Hi guys, Harry Otis here, professional trader for 20 years now. Started my career in 2005, still alive in 2026. Okay, today, Wednesday, the 15th of July, right in the middle of the month. Okay, and the market is bid. We were up because the big news of the day is the PPI, Inflation Producer Price Index, came down big. Okay, exactly what the CPI did yesterday, we saw in producer prices. So this is very, very good news, and there are huge implications going forward. Okay, we will discuss all that. We will discuss what I think is the big rotation trade still happening. And of course, we're going to discuss what I'm looking at in terms of some stock opportunities and trades that are on the horizon. Okay, so first, let's talk about the technical picture. We always do. It's still bullish. We're hovering at highs. Okay, this market, okay, is very, very strong. Very strong. Okay, we can bring in the moving averages, but we're just above the 50, so we are still, technically speaking, bullish. Okay, where does the sentiment stay? We're at neutral now because the market went up. Okay, we talked about this. We're expecting this to get into the greed and extreme greed going forward before pulling back somewhat. The breadth is still there. We haven't still fearful. We don't have that expanding breadth, which is what I think the rotation move will eventually mitigate. We will see this go into the greed. I'm pretty sure of it. I can't say that. That is my expectation, and this is what everything is leading towards. So, and again, the put call options are very neutral, where everything is in neutral, and everybody's still, I don't know what to do while at highs. Okay, this is not euphoria. So this is what really, really buttresses our bullish thesis. Okay, so let's get down to the main event. PPI down big. Okay, so what happened with the PPI today? Minus 3.3% month over month. Huge. It's a drop. Okay, big drop, just like we saw with the CPI yesterday. And what is the core PPI? 0.2. Okay, nothing crazy. Exactly what was expected. But the big news is the headline drop. Okay, so and that of course is the case because of, again, oil going down. It's all based on the oil trade, and the market now is, because of this news, back-to-back inflation prints massively cold. We have the Fed Watch tool that we bring up, and if you guys recall, this is for September. The first rate hike was supposed to be in September. It was 50-60% at one point. Okay, this is the first rate hike. This is stand pat. But now in September, we're standing pat, 50%. We just don't know. Okay, it's going to be a shocker if they raise rates in September, given this environment. Okay, and what do we have for the whole year? For the whole year, basically, they think there's going to be a rate hike and not stand pat, which I think we're going to stay here. Okay, but in the year, they think it's going to be a 44% chance of a hike. But what? It's not going to come in September. Is it going to come in October? Maybe 45% versus 42 in December. 44. I mean, when is it going to come if not September? If not September, when is it going to come this year? So, but they're pricing it in. You know my thoughts. Okay, I think they don't hike. They don't hike at least before the midterms. They're not going to hike, and I don't think they hike after the midterms either. But whatever. That is my view, and because inflation is coming down. Okay, we're not printing any money. The war is starting to subside, even though Trump talks tough. I just don't see him talking tough, entering the war, escalating it during the midterms. Does he want to get elected? We'll see. Okay, but whatever the case may be, inflation is coming down here. It depends on the war. But let's talk about the PPI down big and what that implies for the rotation trade. Okay, now the rotation trade is everything getting out of the semis, which is very, very hot. This is the SMH. Let's bring in the moving averages, guys. It's still bullish. We're hugging the 50. It's not devastating. Everybody's hating these stocks right now, okay? But I just think it's going to settle before going higher again. Okay, I just don't know when it settles. It looks like it might settle at these levels. Very, very tough to break a strong move here. Okay, and remember, the first touch of the 50 is a bullish sign after a breakout to new highs. So to me, the semiconductors still look very strong, even though today they were down. The SMH was down 1.5%. It was down 3% at one point, and it's recovering. Okay, this is showing underlying strength, even though somebody is still dumping them. Okay, we have our Mu trade that was down big today, 8%, but This is why we took a short put that expires in 2 days on Friday, because the premiums were very, very, very elevated. We did it for $6 in like 1 week. It's an incredible opportunity when the fear comes in to short premium. Okay, so new AMD, that was down too, but still AMD is the strongest one of the bunch, the best one there. It didn't even go down. Okay, barely going down. And of course, my favorite, Intel. What I did for Intel, let's keep you guys up to date. I covered the put that expired in 2 days on Friday, and I shorted another put at the exact same price. So I shorted the minus 100 again put, but expiring in 1 week. Okay, and I picked up another $3 something in premium. So my total break even is $101 to $102 would be a break even level for us. It's trading at 103. Okay, I'm hoping that we get covered. If we get covered at 100, we're actually going to make money on this trade. Okay, we're actually making money, maybe $1.50 on this trade after being short at 88. We're probably going to make money because we collected so many credits. Okay, so this short put I rolled it. I think I did it 2 days ago. Okay, I didn't mention it, but yes, I thought I mentioned it now. We shorted this put 1 week after Friday. So what is it? Friday 17th, the 24th. It'll expire on the 24th. Hopefully the stock doesn't trade and we could keep rolling it every week, increasing the credits until we get assigned. Okay, because we're basically short and trying to do a covered short. Okay, we want to get out of this trade. I don't like Intel, but it briefly went below 100 at one point before recovering. Okay, so the key is when we're watching the SMH and the rotation trade is that the question was, as SMH goes down and the money comes out of the market, is it going to go, when it goes to other sectors, okay, is it going to destroy the SPY? Well, as you can see, no, it didn't. It didn't tank the SPY as the leading sector had the air taken out of it. Why? Because like we said, it could go into the other AI stocks like the hyperscalers now. Now, everybody was starting to buy like Meta. Look at Meta for the past week or two. It went from what 560 to 680. Okay, they're buying back the Mag 7 stocks. Okay, you have Amazon. Okay, boom, up today big as the chips were down. So money is rotating, not just into other sectors, but it's rotating into other general sectors outside of tech. But it's going back. It's shifting from chips to hyperscalers again. Okay, you have it in Amazon, you have it in Google. Okay, all the Mag 7, even our trade here, NVIDIA. NVIDIA was up today as the chips were down. So it's almost like it's back into the Mag 7 plus NVIDIA. Okay, the Magen 7. Okay, with NVIDIA, and this is our trade that will expire. We're short 2 puts at 185, and we bought the 205, 215 call spread. So we're making more money now than the original credit that we received in this trade. It'll expire on Friday. I'm just going to let it ride, see what happens. Maybe if it goes higher, we can realize the maximum effect of this move. So that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see a very, very strong market, even as the air was being taken out of the semis. Okay, which are still pretty strong. If this is considered air being taken out, this chart looks pretty good. It could be a double top, who knows, but I just don't see it. If the market continues to go up, these guys will catch a bid. Okay, they might go sideways for a while. They won't crash. I don't see it crashing as the market goes up. No, I don't see it. Okay, so the other thing that I'd like to mention, 2 more things. The first thing is we have to look at the dollar. I've been looking at the dollar because the dollar broke out. The Dixie here broke out from this range, but then it looks like it could have been a false breakout. Okay, and today might have confirmed that. Okay, the danger was that it broke out, retested, and went higher. Okay, that would put a lot of pressure on gold and the market. Okay, but it seems to me that the dollar now is foreshadowing weak inflation and no rate hikes. Look at this; it went right back down into this zone. If it continues to go higher, lower. When you have the Dixie going lower, well, what are you going to have? You're going to have gold. You're going to have gold now catching bids because the dollar is down. Okay, you have a strange situation here where the dollar is up. And oil, U.S. oil, also up on the day. Up like 50 cents a barrel, a little bit, but you don't see that very rarely. You don't see that recently. Okay, it used to be a contrarian trade. As oil goes up, gold goes down. Okay, but now we're having the dollar down, oil up, and gold up. Okay, it's almost behaving like a classical gold behavior model, where down USD, up gold. Okay, and as gold is concerned, we're still trying to find a bottom. It's still the summer doldrums. People are still not interested in this space. I'm telling you, they are not interested in this space. It's completely dead right now. Okay, but you're seeing some very muted buying coming in, but nobody really is interested in this space. We could even undercut and hit the 4900 again before going up. Okay, I don't see any. I see nobody in this space. I see no euphoria. I see no actual buying. Okay, but I suspect as we see the Dixie go back into this channel and trade in the middle and even test the bottom of this channel eventually over time, as this war winds down, because I don't think Trump wants to be in this war in the midterm. He's going to get destroyed. So you can see the dollar go down, inflation go down. It's a complete unwind, complete rotation, okay? And you're going to see the SPY go to new highs, and yet people are still going to hate it. Okay, we're going to get to highs in the SPY. We're going to go much, much higher up until we get to some kind of like greed and greed stuff. I don't know how high it goes, but we're going to go higher. And the fact that it consolidated here alleviated the overbought conditions in this massive rally and go even higher. Okay, like we said, the first consolidation after a big move higher is bullish. It's almost like a flag. We suspected it was like a consolidating sideways into some kind of cone-shaped wedge, and it broke the wedge to the upside. Okay, if you look at past videos, you see we said in the past that could be forming this kind of like wedge, and if it breaks to the upside, it's going to continue to the upside. Okay, this is the classic move. Okay, a wedge after a big move is a classic bullish pattern after it breaks to the upside. Okay, so let's get rid of these guys. I don't like it. I don't like these lines. Okay, so it is a classic wedge pack. If you care about the technicals, I just know that the fundamentals, technicals, and the sentiment are all lining up for a big move higher. So that's what I'm playing. Okay, and the last thing I want to mention, guys, besides the dollar and besides Dixie that we saw, which I love this dollar getting back inside this long chop zone. Love it. Okay, positive for gold and commodities. The last thing that I'm looking at is Netflix. Okay, they had earnings today. Okay, they announced earnings. I like Netflix. I'm waiting till after earnings, okay, because it's coming at this point, this huge resistance level from 2021. So if it ever goes, like if you look at the technicals here, if it ever drops below, we're probably going to have positive divergence in the charts. Did we get the earnings today? They're coming out here. If you can just get this. It's very sensitive, very tough to see here. Let's see if I can like blow it up. Yeah, get it here. Yeah. Well, Netflix Q1 revenue beat, up 16% year, 12.25 billion. I don't really see the EPS. Okay, so at least we have the revenues. But the company cut next quarter EPS forecast below estimates. Okay, so and the full year revenue guidance is in line. So we'll see what happens after. It looks like it's trading flat. Okay, we'll see what happens after market. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm looking to enter this. If it goes down tomorrow or whatever, I'm looking to enter it as a long play by shorting some puts. Okay, I didn't want to play it pre-market, pre-earnings. I wanted to play it after because I want to trade this for the longer term. Okay, and maybe do some kind of strangle or maybe an iron condor. We'll see at the time. Okay, and as we mentioned, IBM. Okay, we said after it gets hammered once, monkey hammered, it's probably going to go down again the next day. And yes, it did go down again the next day. And we're waiting, like we said, for this level before entering some kind of long trade via probably shorting puts. Okay, so that's it, guys. A lot for today. Okay, a lot for today. It's all centered around PPI down big and the rotation trade. And we see that the SPY is holding up very, very well as the SMH is getting some air let out of it, which is very, very positive. Okay, and all of our trades in this space, MU will probably expire worthless. So we also did AMD. We didn't get a chance to do a trade in AMD and Intel. Loving this crappy stock. I can't wait to get out of it. We'll see what happens. And of course Dixie. looking like it's going to re-enter this channel. Loving it. Loving it for re-enter this channel because now gold, there might be a reason for gold to go up now. Okay, after this massive washout and nobody giving a crap about it, it's sort of at the cusp of going up. We don't know yet. Okay, I still feel the weakness. We haven't had that turn. The turn is not there yet. I still feel the ugliness of the summer doldrums. Okay, so that's it. And you're having, of course, the Mag 7, Meta, and all these rotation trades now happening. Meta up, Google up, Amazon up, and of course, NVIDIA, because it's not behaving like a chip stock, up on the day. All right, so that's it, guys. Let's see what happens. Remember, it's OpX, okay? And this is why we entered these. It's going to be choppy until Friday. Okay, so let's see what happens, how the market unfolds, and what happens on Friday. Okay, well, Thursday tomorrow and Friday the next day. All right, guys, later.